February brought another Steam Next Fest for us, but this time, due to real life stuff, I couldn't put as much time as I wished into the demos, so my list this time is more of what I put enough time that I feel I can confidently talk about. So let's talk about demos. Children of the Sun is a puzzle shooter game. In it, you are a psychic in a revenge quest against a mysterious cult, and with your psychic powers you can control a single bullet, making it change trajectory with each hit and ricocheting the stages. The levels start easy, but after 2 or 3 stages you have to start to properly scout the level before shooting. It is a simple but very good game. From Pocket Pair, the same devs of Palworld, comes Nevergrave. When it was first revealed, a lot of people compared it to Hollow Knight due to its visuals, which are undeniably similar. But since it is a roguelite, it is actually more similar to Dead Cells than to Hollow Knight. The formula is simple: go out, kill enemies, and harvest as many resources as possible in order to rebuild your village and get better perks from it. There's also a possession mechanic, where you take over an enemy and can use their abilities, but the demo didn't do much with it. At least in my runs, I only met a single enemy that could be possessed. Duck Detective is a puzzle game very similar to Case of the Golden Idol, where you have to scan the environment in order to find clues in the form of words you can then use to progress in the story. The two main differences is that instead of just clicking on sceneries, you actually move the Duck Detective around the environment and interact with objects to find the clues. The other difference is that it has voice acting, and a good one. So if you like voice acting in games, this will be a plus for you. The only issue is that it is a very short demo, which hints at the final game also being short. I was a bit wary when I downloaded yet another fantasy title. The name of the game made me think it would be filled with meme jokes and humor, but I was pleasantly surprised when it didn't do that at all. The game is an old school GTA clone, just with a medieval fantasy coat of paint. Overall I liked it, but it definitely needed polishing on the technical side. It had some slow loadings and frame drops, and sometimes I would get stuck in things that felt like I could just walk through. I feel like this game has potential to be really successful if it can address some of the jank. This Funga is a game that caught my attention during one of the showcases I talked about, and the demo impressed me. From all the demos I played, it definitely felt like Lisfanga was the more complete one. In it you control a warrior and you have to clear the levels from enemies distributed through the map in small arena sections. The twist is that you have to restart time for every attempt, which will leave a remnant of yours that will repeat all your actions prior to the restart. Since the time to clear each arena is short, you have to restart multiple times in order to kill all enemies. And while this leads to you stopping and planning your moves before each attempt, there were 2 or 3 times where I just bulldozed through the enemies. The last demo I played that gave a good impression was Tales of Kenzera, Zao. It is a Metroidvania heavily influenced by African folklore. The environments look great and the way the main character controls reminded me a lot of Ori, just with more fighting. For combat, the game uses an enemy color coding, where some enemies take more damage depending if you are using sun or moon powers. Although the difference was very minor, I could defeat any enemy easily regardless of what I was using. Another issue was performance. Whenever particle effects started to fly around, the frame rate would just collapse. I feel like this Steam Next Fest was better than the previous one. The demos that were available to play were way more polished and felt closer to their final versions, and more varied genres as well compared to the last time. So go check them. If you want to talk about other demos available, leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you around.